Hey, Chris from the Mighty Decibel here. Welcome back. It's the last Thursday of the month, which means it's time for us to name our fave albums of the month across 4 different categories. There's extreme metal, doom, hardcore punk, and hard and heavy. And as usual, we'll start with extreme metal, and we're going to split it into 3 subcategories. First one being black metal. So our black metal pick of the month is from Finnish Black Death Stir's ARCHGOAT. So this band, veterans of the scene, were formed in 1989, and this month they delivered their 5th full-length, their new bastard child called Worship the Eternal Darkness. So furious, consistently pummeling, and downright ornery in its delivery. This is as close as you're going to get until you move into war metal territory. Love the vocals too. It sounds like he's burping up a frog. Onto our second subcategory under extreme metal, which is thrash metal. Got a couple of albums for you to check out. First one, an honorable mention goes to Exodus with their 12th full-length Persona Non Grata. Personally, I would have liked a little bit of tightening up, finding the 60 minutes a little too long. I think they could have shortened some of the songs, jettisoned some others, and come up with a killer package of 40 minutes. But regardless, as usual, some killer riffage, and the soloing on here is mind blowing. So you got to check that one out. But our thrash album of the month goes to Sweden's Eternal Evil with The Warrior's Awakening brings the Unholy Slaughter. So this is their debut album. So we here at the Mighty Decibel love their 2019 demo called Rise of Death. And here the lads give us a full length that fulfills that promise. So it's 43 minutes of raging black and thrash that'll get necks snapping for sure. It reminds me of a cross between early Creator and Show No Mercy era Slayer. Our third and last subcategory under extreme metal is death metal. And our pick of the month goes to Germany's SIJJIN with their debut Sumerian Promises. So what you get here is some speedy death thrash, much of this racing along frenetically, and the vocalist gurgles up a storm with lyrics focused around Sumerian mythology.
Ceremonial light, just how demons arise. Meteoric stone.
Onto our second category, doom metal. A little light, in my opinion, this month, but we got one for you that you can check out here. It's self-proclaimed doom punkers Shadows Taller Than Souls with their new EP entitled Doom Punk. So you get here three tracks over 12 minutes. The first track, Rebirth Death, being one of the better Doom tracks of 2021. So it's catchy, trad Doom, upbeat riffage with psychedelic vocals. The core of the second track is a little too garagey and jangly for my taste, though. But luckily, the third track returns to form. So here's hoping that in future releases that they focus on the trad metal side of the equation. Onto hardcore punk now, where we have two albums to talk about. First one is the shout out for Spain's SUTGE. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's SUTGE, and their new EP, which is with an unpronounceable name to me. I'm not even going to try. Look down below for links to the album. Anyway, it's an interesting mix of hardcore punk and melodic hardcore, topped with some great snaring vocals. Interesting. But our hardcore punk album of the month is Poland's DISHELL with Teutonic Beat, their sophomore release. So we're talking about bludgeoning D-beat here. Takes no prisoners, you know, the type where the drum's pounding in the chest relentlessly while the vocalist coughs out his truth. So this is nothing new, but it's done with such vigor and skill that it really stands out. Really good stuff. Our fourth and last category is hard and heavy. You know the drill. It's everything else that's heavy that doesn't fit on the first three categories. So mostly traditional metal, hard rock, punk rock, anything of that nature. So we have one album for you here that is easily the best album of the month, in my opinion, regardless of genre. It's Hot Blood and Cold Steel from Finland's Bloodsport. So this one, Dudgeon Steel specializes in speed metal, sounding like early Voivod, Venom, and Maiden mixed incestuously with a lady on the mic that sounds like Kim McAuliffe of Girl School fame. So think about new album on speed, I guess. So fun as hell and an excellent headbanging record. So there you have the Mighty Decibel's fave records of November 2021. And I hope you enjoyed it and hope you check out some of those. And if there's any others that you want to highlight, please write below so everybody can check them out as well. Before we go, a few things. First of all, for you YouTube watchers, we've introduced 4 new channels. So we've got an extreme metal, hard and heavy, doom, and hardcore punk channels that have been open. So for those that don't want to sift through all the different genres like we have on our host channel, the Mighty Decibel, if they only want to focus in on extreme metal or any of the other 3, you can go directly to that channel, and that's what it's all dedicated to. So you have your choice, have them all, or pick the ones you want. So please check those out. And secondly, we're heading into December, which means it's time for year-end lists, picking the best albums of the month, not of the month, of the year, sorry. And so each week during December, we're going to dedicate to a different subgenre. So the first week of December is going to be doom metal. So we'll be doing a new release episode to start off, and then we'll have naming of our top 10 doom albums of 2021, and then we'll have a 40-minute curated set of the best doom tracks of the year, and all sorts of stuff going on regarding totally to doom metal in the first week of December. So please check in. You know where to go, www.themightydecibel.com. Have a great one, eh? Bye.